All right, so Amazon Prime dropped a new horror film called House of Spoils, and this is exciting because this is like an original property, right? An original screenplay, and we went in blind, and I always love doing that. You know, when it has no attachment to any IP that I'm familiar with, I go in blind. It's always like I get whatever they put. Now we knew it had to do with a chef.
Yeah.
That's the only thing we knew, right?
Yes.
That's literally all we know.
And then it was Blumhouse.
And that Blumhouse.
Which is always like kind of a dice roll.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
Yeah. They make some great stuff.
Yeah.
They make some mid stuff and they make some bad stuff.
Yeah.
Like every studio ever. So anyway, this is about a chef who quits her job to go off and take a huge risk and start her own kitchen, her own dining experience. And when she gets there, things start to go wrong, and she decides she's going to have to make a menu from the spoils of the land. Now that's vague, and I do think I'm going to kind of spoil it a little tiny bit. House of Spoilers. I'm not going to spoil the movie by any means. But I want to say this. This had a very unique premise to it because I've not seen... Now, have I seen anything like this? Sure, of course. But the actual legit premise of the movie and what it is that she's doing and what she's working with is not what you think it is. Which I would think you would think it was humans, because that's always what chefs in horror do. They cook up people. No, there's no people being cooked in this movie, shockingly.
Yeah.
But, you know, Kaylee and I have been talking about a specific subgenre of horror that never gets utilized. It never gets done. And we were like, why isn't this ever done? And this actually takes that on, and it does it in a very unique way that feels fresh. And I found myself very engaged, and I really enjoyed it. I really had a good time with this. I thought it was really palatable. No, tasty. Mm-hmm. It was really no. Okay, I'm done. I really enjoyed it for the fact that it did something that I feel like made so much sense and was like, I can't believe a movie like this hasn't been made that I've seen, because it does like feel like it's obvious to do something like this. But yeah, I dug it. I liked the, what did you think?
Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was really great. I was very unexpectedly into it because we went into it, pretty much blind. And I think that the subgenre that's used, I really, really like everything that's done with it. I really like the ending a lot. I think the story is really cool and very unique. I like the characters. I like that the main character has is, I don't know, I wouldn't say she's morally gray, but I like that
she's a chef.
She's a chef. So there's moments where I felt like she was super relatable and I really liked her, and then there was other moments where I was like, she's being such an asshole, why?
Yeah.
And I think that's fun to play around with a character because, not everybody has, everyone has their moments, I guess. And yeah, the location was super cool. I like this house that they're using.
Mm-hmm.
All of it was great. It was really, really cool. And, for what we were expecting, because we made a joke about, every time there's, a chef in a horror movie, it always ends up being, they're eating people or, cannibalism, and that's not what this is about. And that was refreshing, too. So.
Yeah, it's, as far as it being a horror movie, I definitely want to set people's expectations correctly. This isn't the type of horror movie to scare you. It's not going to follow you home and creep into your brain or something like a Shining or a Hereditary. It's not a mind fuck of a film or anything like that. There's not a lot. There's no jump scares really. If there is one, it's very, very seldom, if there is any. The horror is in some aesthetics and also some of the plot itself, but it's very light on horror in that way where you might feel like I'm gonna be scared so for anyone who's looking for a scary movie, this is not the movie. This is actually a character study and a fairly touching piece. I felt very connected to it in the end and really liked what they were saying with the movie, and it ends in a way that I think that people would not be expecting from the film, because these kinds of movies typically end the opposite.
Yeah.
And I really liked that. I thought that was actually fairly beautiful, and I don't know, I really resonated with the story being told and how it was being told. And the story that ends up being revealed in the end, I was like, oh, wow, okay, now I'm even more vested in this, and I really like this even more now. Thought the performances were all good. You already said it, but the set, or the location that they filmed this on, the house and the way everything looks outside and inside, really cool.
Yeah.
Our lead is great. Yeah, a total surprise. Definitely one that I think I think a lot of people will watch this and be like very whatever on it. So you really do have to buy into and connect with this story. I don't know what exactly I would compare it to. But if you are a fan of like The Bear, if you're into like the culinary arts, and Chef's Table, like that show on Netflix or whatever, where they like showcase artistic expression through the culinary arts, they have some amazing like dishes and stuff that they're creating. And then and I think if you are really into cooking and if you're a chef or anything like that, then I think you'll definitely really connect with this one. So I really enjoyed it. I don't know what else more to say about it than that. But a big surprise. We watched this back to back with Salem's Lot. Salem's Lot is something that I've been following for years, was desperately wanting to watch it, and I knew nothing about this film a couple days ago, and we threw these on back to back, and I of course thought I'd be more into Salem's Lot, and I liked this more. So that's kind of insane to me, but welcomed. I mean, good movie's a good movie.
It's true.
Yeah,
it's
true. Salem's Lot, while it was fine, it was good, ish, this was much better.
Yeah, definitely
for me.
Much better.
So that's that for me. Anything more?
No.
All right. Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime right now if you want to go check it out. All right, let us know. Bye.
Bye.